Now what? So if he becomes flag bearer, Northerners won't follow him because of their belief in Igbos, according to Dantoro. So we still continue to say this, that an Igbo man cannot be president. And the same people will tell you they want to, and there are people, because we see some politicians, at times I don't even, try to blame those politicians from Igbo extraction, because there are people at the grassroots don't even care about anything politics or whatever. That is why you see that most of their politicians are still trying to, like, okay, let us continue to be part of what is happening politically, so that we won't say, it won't be as if we are the one who really, we dig our own peace and we put ourselves into this trouble, because everybody say, oh, we want to go our separate ways and all of that. But it's like it's not working. It's not working, and that's why you see that an average Igbo person does not even respect their politicians, because they know that whatever they are doing, it is not even yielding any positive results, apart from they themselves being, beneficiaries. The so-called politicians of the Igbo extraction, they are the beneficiaries of whatever that happens. But collectively, as a people from that region, it does not favor them. That is why they don't even care. You can imagine people continue to hear this kind of a thing, or you want to tell me that the Igbo politicians don't hear all this kind of a thing, or they don't know the mindset of these Northerners. You do everything, within your power to be able to satisfy them, to make friends with them, yet they already have an ulterior motive. Now somebody is making this kind of statement that the Igbos, they believe that the Northerners have against the Igbos. And recently, this man still said it, because you'll be asking, who is this Dantoro or whatever. Kwakwanso, that a well-known person, also said the same thing, that he will not want to be vice president or whatever to Obi, that his people don't believe that there's anything like a Igbo presidency. So what are we talking about? Does it mean that Obi himself is not aware of this whole thing? Because this is not what an ordinary person is saying on the, random person is just saying on the street. We have people who are top figures, who are known faces, are saying it, and nobody is questioning them. That where did you hear this kind of a thing? This investigation should be done thoroughly, so that we will know where we are going. Everybody will just, shove this whole thing aside. You hear this kind of a thing and you expect people to say they still believe in one Nigeria. It's unfortunate. Honorable Murtala Dantoro, a prince from the Bogu royal family in Niger State, has given his perspective on the 2027 presidential election and the challenges opposition candidates face in winning support across Nigeria. Speaking during an interview with a mic on Friday, February 20, 2026, the prominent political figure offered a deep dive into the shifting stance of the Nigerian political landscape. Dantoro's assessment centered largely on the hurdles facing the Labour Party's Peter Obi, that is in this now, specifically regarding his perception or reception within the northern geopolitical zones. During the discussion, Dantoro underscored the complex sociopolitical barriers that often dictate the success or failure of a national campaign, particularly when crossing regional lines. One of the most striking points made by the Niger State Prince was his direct assessment of ethnic perceptions in the north. He said if he becomes a flag bearer today, they will not listen to him. Do you know why? Because they believe they have a belief of the Igbos. The statement highlights a significant obstacle that Dantoro believes still persists within the collective consciousness of northern voters. He suggested that these long-standing perceptions are not easily dismantled and remain a primary factor in how the electorate in that region evaluates candidates from the southeast. For a candidate like Peter Obi, this presents a unique challenge of bringing a gap that is as much about cultural history as it is about current policy. Dantoro elaborated on the sheer numerical power of the North, noting that the region's massive population makes it the ultimate kingmaker in any Nigerian presidential contest. To illustrate the scale of this challenge, one of the One only needs to look at the data from the previous 2023 general election. In that cycle, while Peter Obi secured approximately 6.1 million votes nationally, his performance in the core northern states was significantly lower than that of his main rivals. For instance, in the northwest, a region with over 22 million registered voters, the APC and PDP maintain a dominant grip. Dantoro argues that without a seismic shift in northern sentiment, reproducing or exceeding those national numbers in 2027 will be an uphill battle for any candidate who has not yet fully endeared themselves to the northern grassroots. The prince further emphasized that a candidate must first demonstrate competence and commitment before northern voters are willing to fully support them. Obi, according to Dantoro, would need to prove himself in positions of leadership or governance to gain the confidence of these communities. He posited that the North tends to favor candidates with a proven track record of protecting regional interests or those who have built long-term political alliances with the northern establishments. He explained it is not a reflection of Obi's abilities but rather an understanding of voting patterns and regional politics in Nigeria. It is a matter of establishing a presence that goes beyond social media popularity and enters the realms of a traditional high-stakes political networking. Dantoro also highlighted that political success in Nigeria requires broad acceptance across all regions. Candidates must engage with local communities, understand their challenges, and show that they can deliver tangible results. He suggested that obedient movements, while vibrant, must find a way to translate its energy into a language that resonates with the rural and urban voters of the North who may not even share the same grievances as the youths in the South. Without a distrust, even popular candidates may struggle to gain nationwide support. He warned that ignoring these regional sensitivities could lead to a repeat of past electoral disappointments where a candidate wins the heart of many but fails to secure the necessary constitutional spread. Make una dey deceive una sef. Make all of them see the way the region is. The region is not say they have that spread to make somebody. They are just like kingmakers to make somebody a president, and see the way they are. Like I've always said, from the beginning, that is there anything to even emulate from the North? Is there anything they are doing there that you think that, we have to align with them and all of that? To hell with them. See the way they are. They can do all of those things. They know how to do manipulation, because at the end of the day, it is just all a propaganda, because it is their politicians and their religious whatever leaders that are the one projecting this nonsense. Because most of the time you hear them speak, these people they are just like zombies. The ones that really vote, because if one leader tells them, let them just go to the north, to the mosque, or they go to any of their gathering, they know how to contact them to just tell them, okay, let us go this direction. All of them will go in the same direction. It is their leaders, their politicians that are sowing this seed of discord among their people. But at the end of the day, they themselves, they cannot even think. With all the effort, with all the positions they force themselves to be at the helm of affairs in this country. Where is the region? Where has the region led them? What has the region produced? Nothing, apart from backwardness. Those who are saying the country should be divided, they are very, very right too, because with the way things are going, we go nowhere. The statement made by the Omoyele Sowore that there's a letter left in Aso Rock that any president that gets there, that no matter what, must not hand over power to an Igbo person, and nobody has said anything till now. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.